Welcome to Watkins Glen, New York, where the Cup Series hot seats just got a whole lot more interesting. As you can see, we have just been given an opportunity by Rick Hendrick to replace the aging, the concussed, the tired, the married Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the Nationwide number 88. This is a huge opportunity for the 2018 season. We're at a road course. We won in the Xfinity Series. Let's see if we can pull off a double in the Cup Series. So, let's take you for a lap of Watkins Glen in the Nationwide number 88. See if we can't put this whole heap on the pole. As we get down in here into the first corner, well, really pitched it in there when I got down a gear. You can see the car kind of buck and weave as we're coming up through the power. Just had to lift off just a little bit there coming up the hill. That might hurt us a little bit down the back straightaway and into the bus stop. Seems like I need to be almost in second gear for the bus stop. When I went through here on the warm-up lap, it seemed like it was a bit too fast in third gear. We'll see. We'll get down here in third gear, second gear, pitch it in. Whee! So I guess second gear on the entry, use a little bit of curbs into the carousel here. Just bring it out way wide, hard on the accelerator. Don't need to lift off here. Pretty decent exit. Probably not as wide as I would have liked to have been down the final long straightaway here. Down a gear. Keeping it kind of tight. Not as tight as I would have liked. Through the second to last corner and now into the final corner. Right next to the curb. I probably could have picked up the throttle just a little bit earlier, but regardless, I think this was a pretty decent lap. We'll have to see as we cross the line. Yeah, 23rd. I think that's where we qualified for the Xfinity race. But a 110, not a bad effort. A lot of guys way off the pace. 106 for Kyle Busch. So we got to be 7th to get the Hendrick Motorsports contract. I think we can do it. The yellows are on not so strict. So if there are spins, it means we won't have much trouble when there are, or we won't have yellows when there are just spins. It should be pretty serious wrecks that bring out yellows. So here we go. Watkins Glen in the Cup Series, trying to take Dale Jr.'s job.
Welcome to Watkins Glen International for the running of the I Love New York 355 at the Glen. Today, NASCAR visits its second and final road course of the year. In 2015, this 2.45-mile venue underwent a repave, which has made the racing surface much smoother and added a ton of grip. Denny Hamlin snared his first road course win here in 2016, giving the new surface rave reviews. The drivers are ready to put the new surface to the test again. Let's go racing.
Here we go, ready to race at Watkins Glen, in behind Ryan Blaney, and we are underway, moving to the inside of the track. Underneath Blaney, and here we go into the treacherous turn 1 at Watkins Glen into 4th gear. Now down a couple gears into gear 2. Underneath Chase Elliott, a teammate to me. Up the S's. I think we can make up some time here. In behind Boyer, trying to work to the outside, and up into the top 10 we go. And very slow there from Matt Kenseth and Denny Hamlin as they did not race each other very well. So we're almost up into 7th position where we need to be to get this contract away from Dale Jr. for the next, well, not really away from Dale Jr. It's just Dale Jr.'s retiring, and we know that. Oh, boy. And that's why you don't hit the curbs there, kids. I almost said children, but kids is better. Oh, so I almost got into the back of Harvick twice there. That was really weird as well, getting underneath Keselowski. Just weird how that all worked out. On the brakes, down a gear, around the outside of Keselowski. Or Harvick, that's not going to work. It's a Ford. I know it's a Ford. Oh, boy. And Hamlin tried to aggressively get me around, but he couldn't quite get there. So we're right up in the money position. But as you guys know, I don't want to just be in the money. I want to be in the lead. So the first lap of the race, I did a 1:14. Just for comparison's sake, I think my fastest lap in the the Xfinity Series race was just about a 1:13. So we're running faster than we were most of the Xfinity races. You saw how close I got to that blue Armco barrier, but I got around Harvick, and now we're Getting in behind Logano here. Nice draft down the back straightaway. Down a gear, pitch it in. Trying not to use quite as much curb this time as we did the last time, which sent us a bit wonky. And now to the inside of Logano. Going to try to get him as well. Look at that move. And we'll make it stick around the outside. Use all that track out to the outside. Definitely abusing the course limits as usual here at the Glen. Down a gear. Wow, look at the braking. But we got around Paul Menard as well. So now we've got 2 laps left to go on the stage. And we're coming up behind Daniel Suarez, Martin Truex, and I assume Kyle Busch. So we got 2 to go in stage number 1. And that was not a very good corner through there. But we're sticking with these guys, and that's the important bit. So I lift off the gas just a little bit to try to get that run. Oh, used too much gas. I should not have gotten on the gas. I lifted off, thought I could make it, and then ended up smacking the wall. That is not a good thing. Here comes Menard. He's got to run. I think we'll be able to get it through the chicane, though. Nice and easy. Oh, yeah, not even touching the curbs. It's about as good as I could have gotten through there. Now working our way through the carousel on the throttle hard. We're definitely getting some understeer there. Whee! Way off the track. But in behind stage winner Martin Truex Jr. And try to dive around the outside of him. Not quite getting there yet. Can we dive to the inside here in the final corner? Up, up, aggressive goes around. Oh boy. Rip. That may bring an end to the stage. Then again, we do have the not so strict yellows on, so never mind. We'll continue going. Okay, so we got 2 positions to go here. We've already wrecked stage winner MTJ, so that's not gone well. Oh, very close to the curb there. Almost catching the wall as well on the exit. And we held it together. 175 down the back straightaway, over 180. Almost at 185. Woo-wee! That is fast. That is very fast on these straightaways here at a road course in a stock car. Oh, aggressive goes around. Not sure why he was that slow through there, but I'm sorry, Daniel Suarez did not mean to do that. Then again, I'm taking out so many Gibbs Toyotas in the 88, I am now becoming the new redneck Jesus. I'm taking up that mantle. So, the ultimate redneck Jesus thing to do is to beat Kyle Busch, even to a stage win. So that's what we're going to try to do. White flag. Oh, no, that's the checker flag in stage 1. I thought it was the white flag. I wasn't paying any attention. Good job, David. Well, we wrecked Daniel Suarez for a 2nd place in a stage. How about that? We got Paul Menard up to 3rd. Really, really doing a good job. So everybody is pitting. We have 4 laps of fuel. There's 18 laps remaining. How many laps are in... You know what? We're not going to pit. We're not going to pit. We're going to stay out. We've got 4 laps of fuel. We've got 4 laps of fuel. That's enough for a stage. I think we'll be all right. Let's see here. Now, this is an interesting strategy call by me. I'm essentially saying I'm going to pit at the end of the next stage.
Almost ready. They're about to throw the green.
So we've got a big lead here. 4 laps to go in stage. 4 laps to go on the fuel. Down into 2nd gear. Get the car on the apex curbs there. Okay. So, yeah, with 18 laps to go in the race, that means 12 to go when we get done with this stage, or somewhere around 12 to 14 laps to go when we get done. Yeah, 14 laps to go. Let me rephrase that. 14 laps to go in the race when we get done with this stage. That's going to be a lot of pitting between now and then. So, why everybody came into the pits under this yellow, I will never understand. I guess they're trying not to pit again under a stage caution, but that seems a bit counterintuitive. Regardless, we are pulling out a big old lead right here. That's exactly what I wanted to do. This opens up a lot of options, I can tell you that. Uh-oh. That doesn't. That doesn't. That doesn't. Well, we had such a huge lead, though. We were able to stay out ahead despite that horrible, horrible mistake. So, note to self, don't use the grass coming into the final corner. That is not a good place to go. And now we've got to try to put that gap again between us and Joey Logano. Of course, Logano is a rival of ours from the Xfinity Series. Oh, that was close. We'll see if he carries that grudge over to Monster Energy Cup. As we get down the back straightaway here. Down a gear. Through the chicane. On the throttle. Getting a little bit of brakes there. Through the carousel. Quite a bit of understeer because of the worn tires way out wide there. Not even trying to make the corner. Down the back straightaway. The other back straightaway. I keep calling both the straightaways here the back straightaway. I should just say the second straightaway. And as you can see, there is a fuel alarm on, but we should be able to make it to the end of the stage. No problemo. So 2 laps to go on the stage. And Logano's not falling as far back as I would like him to, which is a bit concerning. But we'll just have to work with it here. It's probably because that was close again. Worn tires, no bueno. No, we're not out of gas. Stop with that negativity, Spotter. I don't appreciate it. I'm not sure what line I was taking through the bus stop there, but it was not the right one. Oh, and no, on the grass again. Maybe that'll help. Going down a gear maybe will give us a better exit. I don't know what is in Logano's Cheerios this day, but he's the only one that's anywhere close to keeping up with me. I don't know what happened to Kyle Busch. It just seems like Kyle Busch is just gone. I understand that we're running on fumes, sir. You may have said it a few times. Get that torque off the corner. So where are we? 2.4. We're at 1 lap of fuel remaining. Apparently we'll run out coming to the line, but screw it. Since caution laps don't matter in this game, I won't worry about it. We'll lift off just a little bit there. Hopefully not hit the wall this time. Oh, hey, I can run that curb. You couldn't run that curb in NASCAR Heat Evolution. It was always like a death. It was death when you hit that curb. So down a gear. Through the chicane. Into the carousel. I'm not even going to look at the fuel. I don't want to look at it. If I don't look at it, it can't hurt me. I'm going to look at it. Oh, God almighty. Oh, God almighty. We may have to coast. We may have to coast. Oh, God. I'm waiting for it to start running out. It hasn't run out yet. Somehow we're at 0 laps. And it hasn't started sputtering yet. What is this magic? It's the power of Dale. It's the power of Dale. We got a stage win somehow out of that. And that means I assume everybody's going to have to pit again. Which is an interesting, bold strategy on their part. So Kyle Busch comes on 3rd. We beat Kyle Busch, and everybody's pitting again. What a shocker. We'll take 4 tires. We'll get some fuel. We'll get some repairs done. And we'll still be the leader. Look at that. All right. So now that we have the same tires and repairs and fuel as everybody, now's the time to go for it. We got 10 laps to go, meaning we'll have to take 1 green flag pit stop during this stint, assuming that it stays green for 10 laps, which is asking a whole lot, even though we are on the less strict yellows. Still always that possibility. So we'll look at the gaps here. We've already got a second on Logano, so that's what we need to be doing. Down a gear. Oh, kind of missed the apex there. Missed an apex. Missed the apex. Got the apex. Oh, don't hit that grass. Oh my god, that was so close. That was way too close with that grass. The grass is a killer at this track. Let's see if we can get 2 seconds on Logano before the end of the lap. I think we'll just be at 2 seconds when I cross the line. Yeah, there's the 2 seconds. And 2 seconds. Are we going to get 2.1? No, actually. Oh, we weren't right at 2 seconds. How unfortunate. My prediction was wrong. Oh, God almighty. I think the brake bias is a bit wrong. Seems like we got a lot of front brakes, not a lot of rear ones. I've just got to be like so careful through those S's too. Blah. As I cough. I don't know if you heard that, but I decided to point out or point to it because I still have a bit of a cold. It's not fun. Well, we're doing the Tony Stewart thing. We're gonna try to win at Watkins Glen while sick. Hopefully, unlike Stewart, I don't have explosive diarrhea in the car. That's what we're trying to avoid right now. But we've got 3 seconds out in front of Joey Logano, and there's the yellow that I didn't really want to see. Okay, so are we gonna need to pit? You know what? Might as well come in. Might as well come in. We're not going to take any. Yeah, we'll do 2. No repairs. 2 cans of fuel. Since everybody's coming in, might as well come in too. There's no reason to try to stretch it. If everybody's going to have to make another pit stop, we will subscribe to that as well. As I just saw, Martin Truex still in the pits. So we got 6 laps remaining on the race. That means we're probably good on fuel. Also, taking 2 tires, exactly what 2 tires do they take on a road course when you do that? I'll never know. So we've got 6 laps remaining. They clearly threw a BS yellow because for some reason they don't want the 88 car to win a race. Yeah, anyway. Well, we are already up into 4th gear. Big speed down this straightaway, down into 3rd gear. Catch that curbing. Nice and easy. Into the carousel. Driving kind of poorly through there, and we're still just going to go way out wide. I kind of had to reel the car in, not to just completely carve my own track there. Down a gear. Over the curbs. Let's see if we can get this last corner right. It's a little bit better. I still didn't get on the throttle quite where I should. But screw it.
Only 5 laps left.
5 remaining in the race. And that was just, what kind of a corner was that? I'm just braking too late. That's the problem. All that late braking is not doing me very good in the actually getting into the corner. But we almost have 3 seconds on Logano here. We've almost pulled out the lead that we had before. Much less time. Oh, that was quite a bounce over the curbs. I'm glad nothing particularly bad happened there as we just lift off the gas on the brakes a little bit. Try to get this apex off the corner. And it's pretty decent. Didn't quite get out to the curbing like I would have liked to have. But we have 4 seconds on Logano, so it's okay. Right down next to the curbing again. Right out next to the outside curbing. Come on, David. Let's get this corner right. Oh, it was decent. It was decent. It was okay. That was okay. I don't think it was the best lap ever. Okay, well. If you say so. And I did not get through turn 1 again very well. So again, I should be braking way earlier for the first corner. That was so close. I had to lift. I had to lift again just a little bit to keep from clobbering the freaking Armco again. It's funny, my straightaway speed seems to be slower than it was at the beginning of the race. I wonder why. Is it really just because of how poorly I keep getting off of the S's? That must be it. We almost got 7 seconds on Joey Logano. Holy smokes. We are just spanking him. 'Cause I'm not sure where I'm driving, but that is not the track. And neither is that. Well, remember how I had the good first corner the last time? Or the good last corner the last time? That was not very good there. Alright, so we got 3 laps to go. Braking early for turn 1. Well, that was a better looking corner. Definitely was less slidey. We'll see if it translates to the lap time. Well, it won't. Nope, 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 nope. Whew, that would have been a choke. Hey, David, remember, you need to be in 7th place. Somebody tell me that. I need to be in 7th place. I don't need to be crashing the car trying to go for a fast lap time in the lead. David, you don't need to do that. You got it. You got it in the bag. Why did you crash the car? Well, Rick Hendrick's going to be upset with me if I throw this one away. Especially considering the 88 hasn't won since, what, Phoenix of 2015? Oh, dear me. But regardless, we're going to keep going here. We're still going to try to get this race in the bag so we can have this Nationwide 88 as an option to run in next season. I think a lot of people would like to see that. And I could put an 88 car in the thumbnail of every video, so that would also be good for me. Alright, 2 laps to go. Down on the curbing. Fast off. We've got 2 laps to go here at Watkins Glen. Just trying to hang it together and take a Hendrick ride for next year. It's going to be between Redneck Jesus and Smithfield as the rides I could theoretically run next year. It's going to be a very interesting comment section to see which is more favored for me to drive next year. Very, very interesting times we live in, gents and ladies, if there are ladies watching, I doubt it. As we get down here into 3rd gear, get it right down next to the curbing. Almost clipped the curbing, not quite. On the brakes just a little bit. And again, off of the final corner for the second to last time. Here we go. White flag is out. Presented by Credit One Bank. And we're going to try to take the weekend sweep, but more importantly, put our name into the pot as a replacement driver for the number 88 Nationwide Insurance Chevrolet. As we go down the back straightaway here at 175, 180 miles an hour, down a gear, right through the chicane, not very good through there, definitely lost some time, into the carousel for the final time. Just trying to keep that 5-second gap to Joey Logano, which I think we'll be able to do as we go way out over the curb. Now down the final straightaway for the final time. Second to last corner, pitch it in there. Decent apex, over the curbs. On the brakes hard, get it down. Nice apex there. And off of the final corner, bringing it down right next to the wall. Checkered flag. We have the Nationwide 88 for next year. So, a stage win and a race win. And a contract to sign with Hendrick Motorsports should I choose to take it. So, let's take a look at the race winnings real quick. And, or actually the points, where we sit 26th. With 4 wins and 24 playoff points. Theoretically would be in the chase, but of course we're not. And now we get to celebrate a victory in the Monster Energy Series, and you'll also see me in Dale Jr.'s uniform. Move over, Bowman. There's a new sheriff in town, and I just won in the 88 car. Eat your heart out, boy. So, a nice job with a top 7 finish. They will keep us in mind for the next season. That really means that I've got it if I want it. But anyway, that was a great win for us. A great win for us. And now we will move on to an Xfinity race. But first, we need to sign a incentive contract. Screw it. We're going to do the normal. And Mid-Ohio is next. So let me know down in the comments if you want this to be a 50% race or a 25% race. I kind of want to do a 50% because it's going to be the only time we're going to be able to do a Mid-Ohio race in the career mode, considering that we're not going to be running the Xfinity Series next year. So let me know down in the comments, and we will see you in the next video. I could possibly be a Hendrick Motorsports driver next year. There's only 13 races till we find out what my choice is.